Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss what is matrimonial cruelty. There are dozens of ways, means and types of cruelty against women. However, in this session I will focus on the matrimonial cruelty that a woman faces in her in-laws, husbands or matrimonial house. In fact, in order to protect the interest of a married woman against the cruelty that she faces in her husband's house, that is, in her matrimonial home, the legislature amended the Indian Penal Code 1860 by inserting the section 498A. The same Amendment Act also inserted the section 113A to the Indian Evidence Act. So in this video, I will discuss the cruelty that a woman faces in her matrimonial home and related laws. However, before starting the topic, let's understand first what is cruelty. Cruelty is a typical and specified behavior that causes either corporal, that is physical or bodily, or mental injury or harm to a person. In certain cases, it may be both, that is physical as well as mental. Now, the next question is, what is matrimonial cruelty? The physical and or mental injury and or harassment given by the husband or his relatives to a woman is considered as matrimonial cruelty. Now, the next question is, what is the legal aspect of matrimonial cruelty? Following are the major rules that exclusively deal with matrimonial cruelty. Section 304B of Indian Penal Code, Section 498A of Indian Penal Code, Section 113A of Indian Evidence Act. Now let's check out each of them separately in brief. Section 304B of Indian Penal Code deals with dowry death, and it states that where the death of a woman is caused by any burns or bodily injury or occurs otherwise than under normal circumstances within 7 years of her marriage, and it is shown that soon before her death she was subjected to cruelty or harassment by her husband or any relative of her husband for or in connection with any demand for dowry, such death shall be called dowry death, and such husband or relative shall be deemed to have caused her death. Further, Section 304B2 states that whoever commits dowry death shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 7 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life. Next, Section 498A of Indian Penal Code deals with husband or relative of husband of a woman subjecting her to cruelty, and states that whoever, being the husband or the relative of the husband of a woman, subjects such woman to cruelty shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years, and shall also be liable to fine. Because of any willful act of husband or his relative causes grave injury or danger to life or force, commit suicide, etc. to a woman, it will be considered as the cruelty and the guilty person will be punished. Secondly, husband or his relative harasses a woman for an unlawful demand, it is also considered as the cruelty and the guilty person will be punished. Such cruelty includes both physical as well as mental. Next, Section 113A Indian Evidence Act 1872 deals with presumption as to abetment of suicide by a married woman, and states that when the question is whether the commission of suicide by a woman had been abated by her husband or by any relative of her husband, and it is shown that she had committed suicide within a period of 7 years from the date of her marriage, and that her husband or such relative of her husband has subjected her to cruelty. The court may presume, having regard to all the other circumstances of the case, that such suicide had been abated by her husband or by such relative of her husband. So, this section exclusively deals with the suicide by a woman in her matrimonial home within the 7 years of her marriage. So, this is all about the matrimonial cruelty that a woman faces in her matrimonial home.